Yeah, the recording is ongoing. The recording has begun. Anyway, hello everybody. I'm Richard Gon of Work to the podcast version. This time, so I don't know how to say this, but actually, so when it comes to talking about adult contents, or when it comes to, or this is a long time no see, which means I have not talked about adult contents or adult business for these months. So which is why you have maybe you have not heard of anything about adult content I'm talking about, which I think is a situation, or which I think is how should I say, which I think is the condition or the situation or state of my podcast. So I have talked about other topics, or other topics in other categories different from adult contents anyway. So this time, what I'm thinking of talking about is denial maybe. So if you are the native speaker of English language, so you may think like you may think that the denial is for example denying something, for denial. So denial I have spoken out may have a meaning of denying something. Such a thing can be what you have thought by listening to the word denial. I spoke out this time, but actually, so when it comes to the porn content or adult content or adult business or porn videos, so when it comes to the realm or the field of such things like adult videos or porn videos, or Japanese people call porn videos adult videos, but actually, so anyway, and porn business or adult business, in such a field, denial means the act to withdraw the comfort or the sexual pleasure of orgasm from men, or from particularly from masochistic boys or masochistic men. Such a sexual play or such an act is called denial. Yeah, I think pronunciation is correct. So this is really, so this episode covers really a narrow area of denial, which means, wait a moment please. So maybe I should tell you, in this moment, or on this moment, I should tell you the title of this episode. The title is Analysis: Are Denials by Blowjob a hot spot? And the conclusion is yes, they are. But the pleasure you get isn't different from that of handjob. So in this time, so I risked, or I didn't avoid risking the deletion, or risking the how should I say, risking the the deletion, or how should I say, another one is to, so cease to be visualized or displayed onto other people. Which such a thing can be done by the administrator of Anchor. So such a thing can be possible, which is what I anticipated this time. So, but actually, so maybe you can't understand what I'm talking about. So what I risked was that, well, the risk I'm having, or the risk I have is, or this episode has, is that, so I pasted, or I embedded, or I wrote the link of a web page of adult contents, which is what I'm going to do. Yeah. So futuristic form, futuristic tense should be used in this situation. So I didn't paste, or I'm going to paste, or I'm going to write the link of a web page of an adult content platform or the platform for adult content, and that platform is used for selling porn videos, which is which is that of Japanese, or which is a Japanese one or Japanese. So the web page I'm going to write or paste the link of is that of a Japanese platform specific to selling, not specific to, anyway, that platform is used for selling porn videos and many adult content. To start with, this country has some adult content creators or adult content creators. So, and many adult content creators who frequently create porn videos, sell their own products in that platform. And the web page I'm going to paste in the description column is one of the web pages of porn videos, anyway. So by clicking or by accessing that website, you can find out a link of porn video, a link of web page on which a porn video is sold. Not many. You do not see from the web in the web page that many porn videos are sold. But actually, so you can see such a thing by accessing the how should I say, by accessing the top page or the home of that platform. You need to access the home or the top page of that platform to see the thing that many porn videos are sold. Anyway, and analysis should be done. So I think this is, so when it comes to analyzing, so you need to split the situations into roughly two situations. And situation one, which is you watch porn videos and enjoy playing yourself, or enjoying playing yourself, and enjoy judging your own penis. And I in this episode I hypothesize, or I assume that the listeners are men, not women. So if you're a man, you can, and if you have some kind of masculistic characteristic, for example, so I think you can enjoy denials by blowjob. And so I have a porn video in which there is a sadistic woman, and who leads three men to the ejaculations into her own mouth. There is such a porn video, and that's it. Yeah, and that sadistic woman is good at denials or edgings, and which is what she did towards male porn stars or porn actors. And she's a porn actress as a side hustle, and she has a, wait a moment please, she has a main occupation or main job, which is that of information technology. So information technology is popular in this country, or how should I say, better said, coding or programming are hot topics in my country, or hot topics in the field of job huntings. So which is why, and maybe I don't know whether she's a programming engineer, or I don't know whether she's a programmer, because I do not know anything about her. Maybe her name is Saka. I don't know how to read the name of the Chinese characters of her name, but actually, so by reading, maybe so reading the Chinese characters of her name in a standard manner. Maybe her first name is Saka, and or can be not Saka or Saka or Saka. I don't know how to read her first name anyway, but actually so. Maybe roughly, not roughly saying, so maybe I should tell you the title of that porn video, and which is Consecutive Ejaculations of 3 Men by Experienced Beauty with Adroit Technique of Blowjob in a Car exclusive to Blowjob. And there are parentheses, and in which I wrote an English sentence or English phrases. Well, in English writing, so which is Ms. Saka, an office worker of information technology. This is not a sentence, and this is just a writing. And so I have told you the translation of the Japanese title. If you access that website from the description column of this episode, you can find out the title of that adult website anyway. And yeah, I was talking about I told you that it's necessary to divide the category of denial of blowjob into two situations, and one which is porn videos. And so if you watch the denial scenes of blowjob through other porn video, so it's possible to enjoy. I'm sorry for the sound of siren being blared. Anyway, so you can enjoy the scene of denials of blowjob. You can enjoy such scenes, but and how should I say? But actually, so when it comes to so I should wedge another or the other situation into this part. So what I'd like you to know is that, so here comes the other situation, and the other situation is that if you ask some women to do denials or edgings by her own mouth, or by her own mouth, or by the mouth of sadistic women or sadistic ladies or sadistic girls, for example. So the plural form of mouth is mouth. Yeah, mouth. Anyway, so if you ask some sadistic ladies or sadistic girls to do denials or edgings for you, and by using their mouths, so the gist is that the sexual gratification you can get not only through sexual intercourse is the same as it's the same as that from hand job. So maybe you could understand, or maybe you could understand what I have just told you, because my English is totally so disorganized. And to start with, I'm sorry, but actually, so my mother tongue is Japanese language, so English, I can't speak English really well. I can't English natively, so which is why, so I think you might have found my English collapsed, or that my speaking manner is really clumsy, which is what you have thought, I think. Anyway, so this is that. Let me tell you correctly. So please compare only in your mind that. Please compare only in your mind two types of sexual gratifications or sexual satisfactions, and one which comes from one type of sexual satisfaction coming from denials of the blowjob, and the other type of sexual gratification coming from the denials of hand job or denials by hand job. So what I'd like you to know in this time is that the amount or the quality of sexual gratifications are the same, or the sexual gratifications by denials of blowjob and denials of hand job are the same, which is which is what I'd like you to know this time. So by applying this principle to the denials of blowjob in porn videos, so you may be able to enjoy the denial scenes of blowjob, and you may be able to get higher gratifications or more gratifications by the scenes of denials by blowjob. But actually, so that is just a hallucination, which is what I'd like you to know this time. Or so if you think, for example, that well, you can get more sexual gratification by the denials of blowjob, than that of denials of handjob. If you compare those two types of sexual gratifications, and if you think that you can get more gratifications or satisfactions, gratification, not graffiti, gratification. If you can get gratifications or sexual satisfactions from blowjob one, than that of handjob one. If you think such a thing, so I'd like you to know is that is just a hallucination, or I thought another word for that hallucination, or that is that is what you have imagined, which is such a thing is what I'd like you to know this time. And so, but which is why, so roughly saying they are, so roughly it's possible, yeah. I'm sorry for my clumsy I'm sorry for my clumsy and stumbling manner of speaking English language. So what I'd like you to know in this time is that it's fine to roughly categorize those two types of sexual gratifications or sexual satisfactions coming from but denials of blowjob and handjob into one category, or into one kind, or into one species, not species, but actually species is frequently used for some kind of creatures or animals other than human beings. Anyway, but actually, so roughly saying they are the same. They are in the same. They are of the same category, which is what I'd like you to know this time. So, what did I write? Yeah, the conclusion says, yes, they are, but the pleasure you get isn't different from that of handjob. They are roughly saying they are the same actually, and so but actually, so it's possible to say that if there are sadistic ladies or sadistic girls who are good at denials, and they may give you, for example, they may give you better sexual satisfactions by their handjob skills than by their blowjob skills. Which is because humans can, so maybe you can understand it that humans can use hands better than mouths. So which is why so it's fine to imagine that which one you can use. So if you are good at if you are better at using your own fingers or your own hands than your own mouth, so it's possible to say that the denials by blowjob, not denials by blowjob, but denials of handjob can give you better satisfactions than those by blowjob, which can be possible because maybe all the humans are better at using their own fingers or their own hands than their own mouths. But actually, so maybe exceptions are, for example, there are some exceptions. People who do not have their own arms or their own hands or their own fingers. In such a case, they may use, for example, their own fingers of feet or their own mouths. There can be such people, and they can be. So I think it's possible to say that there are exceptions. But apart from such people, and if maybe people can use their own fingers or their own hands and their own mouths. So by understanding which, denials by handship can be better. Roughly saying, better than those of blowjob. And the title is, so I'm going to end this episode. So I'm thinking of finishing this episode while recording this episode. And the title is Analysis. Are denials by blowjob a hotspot? And the conclusion is, yes, they are, but the pleasure you get isn't different from that of handjob. So, the denials by blowjob is really a rare realm or rare category. So, which is why, so in such a case, so the denials by blowjob can grow popular significantly or dramatically, or such an event may happen to you if you ask somebody if you ask some sadistic ladies or sadistic girls to create porn videos, and so in which case you get your own penis sucked by those sadistic girls or sadistic ladies, and you get through or you experience the comforts or frustrations of denials by blowjob. You may get through or you may experience such things. But actually, and you may be able to get a lot of money by creating and selling the porn videos dealing with the denials of blowjob. But actually, when it comes to having sexual intercourse with your lovers or with your lovers and with the sadistic girls and sadistic ladies, for example. So thinking about such a situation, maybe the comfort, the two types of pleasures coming from denials of blowjob and denials of handjob. So comparing those two types of sexual pleasures. So they are the same, which is what they'd like you to know this time. So that's it. Thank you very much for everything. And the conclusion is, yes, they are, but the pleasure you'd get isn't different from that of handjob. And I wrote a caution in the description column. I wrote a caution in the description column of this episode. So as I told you, the link is adult contents. So please make sure this one, and please remember this one. And the caution says, the link just above is that of a web page of adult contents. If you hate adult contents, please don't access the link above. Which is the writing I wrote as a caution in the description column just below the link of adult web page. So anyway, that's it. Thank you very much for listening. See you. And this is a correction, so maybe in this episode, not maybe in this episode, but I was surely saying that the word mouths, which means, so anyway, that is a mistake. So the correct plural term, correct plural form of mouth is mouths, not mouths. So I mistakenly pronounced mouths as a plural form of mouse, but actually, so mouse is human mouse. Not the name of the creature of small size, but actually, so the plural form of mouse is mouths, not mouse. Mouse is a wrong word, and the correct word for the plural form of human mouth is mouths. So please, if you are confused with what I have pronounced in not in the previous segment, but actually so in this episode. So please understand that I mistakenly pronounced mouth and instead of mouth. Mouth is the correct pronunciation for the plural form of mouse.